Hey guys, it's Ken Perry from Broker Knowledge Group. So this week, for my update, it's going to be a little bit different because our video studio completely lost power and we'll need an electrician to help us out with that. So coming to you from the new Makeshift Video Studio. Now, only want to do a couple things today. You know, there's not a lot of compliance stuff that's been changed from last week to this week. Obviously, the Fed came out with some new information yesterday as far as how long they'll stimulate our economy. You know, that's going to change a couple things. The market, you know, drove up yesterday, which was pretty nice. But I want to take this week and just encourage you because there's so much going on with the economy that it's really easy for you guys to get stuck, you know, diving into it and letting that affect you. I want to give you a couple numbers that I'd rather have affect you. Number one, refinances are up. In the study that came out this week from the MBA, turns out refinance applications are up, which means there is business to be gotten still while the rates are really low. And then secondly, the NMLS released some numbers that I found really interesting. 85,000 originators in the United States will be taking their continuing education this year. And of those, we're still under 20,000 people who've actually taken those hours. And so you're looking at a pretty high percentage of people that are waiting till the end of the year. It tells me two things. Number one, it tells me our economy's in a really bad place as far as the mortgage economy because a lot of people are waiting until they absolutely have to make that expense, you know, out of their account to be able to take that. But then secondly, I wonder how many people get out of the business this year. So it will be interesting to watch that, which will increase market share for those people who are in the business. The other thing that I found interesting, though, this year, 15,000 people have already gotten into the business and taken their pre-licensing hours and their education and testing, which means there's a new wave of loan officer that's coming into this marketplace. Now, I tell you all of that because I really want to issue a challenge to you this week. You know, it's so easy to become exhausted with all the things that we've been put through. You know, all the compliance laws I've talked about this year have been pretty exhausting for us to even pay attention to. In addition, you know, we had an event, an NAPMW wine tasting over at our house last night. Talking to some other loan officers, it's been a really difficult year for, you know, just getting through underwriting and all of the issues. It's really made us exhausted. But I want to challenge you because these new kids who are coming into the market don't know that exhaustion. So I challenge you to somehow dig really deep this week and figure out where you're going to get that passion again to be able to go after this market. Because I will warn you right now, if you guys do not create a brand new passion, revisit your business plan, get some excitement behind it, you'll be one of those people that drops out of this market. And I just have to say that straight to you because you've got to step it up and you've got to somehow find your will to survive in this marketplace. And when I talk to loan officers, I'm hearing a lot of just, you know, frustration and a lot of those things. I want to encourage you this week to speak in positive words to each other. You know, when somebody asks how you're doing, try and come up with something good that's going on in your life right now. I was just talking to a loan officer recently who's having a baby, and he said, the coolest thing about my job is I get to take all the time off to go to my wife's doctor's appointments. You know, something like that is a positive thing about what we do for a living. So pay attention to those things. You know, when your power goes out in your business, you know, find a way to still, you know, push through and find some excitement in it. Otherwise, we're in trouble. So hopefully that's an encouraging word for you this week. Go out there and get some business. I'll pay attention to compliance. I'll get you some more information by next week. We're launching all of our internet classes coming up this month, so there should be some pretty cool stuff. And all of our live classes are starting to fill up because people are starting to step up and take their hours. So anyway, have a great week. Hopefully that helped, and we'll talk to you guys next week.